My name is Andrea Byrnes, and I'm the owner of Carolyn Call and a reading specialist. I specialize in teaching reading to children kindergarten through 4th grade. I also help older children who are reading at an earlier level by filling in the gaps that they might have missed. All children, whether they're falling behind or they're excelling in the classroom, can benefit from my unique and innovative approaches to teaching reading. These techniques have gained much publicity and have proven to be effective. Because a classroom setting is not conducive to one-on-one attention, tutoring is much needed in our society. I know how difficult it is for teachers to individualize the needs of each student in the classroom, and what I found is students often were not developing to their full potential. The classroom setting supports rote memorization, which is things such as flashcards, worksheets, independent reading time, teacher lectures. And it isn't developmentally appropriate for children of a young age to sit for long periods of time. Like it or not, children of today have even a more difficult time with the traditional classroom setting because of a world that we live in of technology and computers and video games. These things provide instant gratification, so it actually makes the classroom setting a more challenging one. In my 9 years of experience as a reading specialist in a classroom setting, my role was to pull students out of a regular classroom that were having difficulty with reading. These children struggled with ADD, ADHD, processing disorders, dyslexia, or some of the students were just basically disinterested in reading. Most of the students were not labeled yet because I'm not certified as a special education teacher. The activities that I did with these students were different from the traditional activities that were done in the classroom. For example, I teach phonics through something I like to call creative dramatics for phonics instruction. One of my favorite examples of this is we have supersound E, and a student has a cape on his back with an E, and he flies across the room, and his super powers change the word, for instance, cap to cape. When I tutor a student, I first do an assessment that will help me determine the variety of skills that will be appropriate for your child. Much work is done on improving fluency, which is the rate at which a child is reading. Improving fluency will help with the ultimate goal of reading for comprehension. Karaoke reading is one of the techniques that I use to improve fluency. After a student has mastered phonics, fluency, comprehension, and other important skills, I teach from more of a general perspective. This is where I teach the student how to learn how to learn. I only focus on the day-to-day homework as an example for all homework in the future. It's not my job to teach the everyday themes of the curriculum, and as I learned from the TV show, I am not smarter than a 5th grader. Most of that information will only be retained for a short amount of time. My goal is to help children be lifelong learners, and my role is to make them independent. Building self-esteem is crucial, and I can't promise that your child will love to read, but I've had tremendous success in getting them to do something more important, and that's getting them to love themselves.
Care on call with compassion for all, just a phone call.